involved in firefighting?
I have been in the fire service for 35 years.
How much of it here?
I've been here for the past 15 years.
And so you've been here as Pendleton has just exploded in growth and all. What have been some of the challenges you've faced with all this growth?
With all the growth we've had, we've picked up in call volume. In the past 10 years, we've doubled our call volume. We went from running 100 calls a year to we was at 268 this past year.
And when people hear Pendleton Fire Department, they think, well, that's a fairly small town. Tell them how broad the district is y'all cover.
Our district's 24 square miles. 5 miles of that's in the city, and 68% of our calls are run in that 5 square miles that's the city. That, if you want to put it in perspective, it's the same. Our fire district is the same amount of square miles as Clemson University runs.
And over as the town has grown, how has the fire department grown? And how much have y'all grown, and how have y'all's demands grown?
Our demands have grown we're having to run more calls. We're running more medical stuff. We're running a lot more wrecks. Fires, not so much, but it's just the wrecks and the medical calls that we're running now that's hurting us. How
about the challenge of keeping volunteers involved?
It's very hard to keep volunteers involved because you don't have but so much time. If you got a family, you work 8-10 hours a day, you come home, you want to see your family, your kids play sports or whatever. It's not like the old days where people farmed a lot and they was able to leave their job and come to a volunteer fire department. It's the numbers are dwindling down. We have 27 members on our roster right now. The number of calls that we're running is you can see the participation going down because we are running so many calls.
And I guess if you had 2 or 3 fires in a row in days, you'd really have a challenge getting enough people to help.
Yes, sir. We last week was a busy week for us. We run about 10 calls last week. We had 2 structure fires, car fire, 2 cardiac arrests, and the list goes on for last week. And the participation goes down, and especially during the daytime between 8 to 5, where everybody's at work.
How long have y'all been in this structure here, the fire department you're in here now?
Since 1962.
And the building shows it?
Yes, sir. That's for sure. This building was built in the early 1900s as an ice house. Then the town hall moved in here, and Public Works, and they added on to the building for the fire department. This continued to add on and add on. That's why there's so many different elevation changes in here. And you know, it was a nice fire department then, but times are changing, and you know, things need to be upgraded.
And you have trouble getting your trucks and vehicles all in here now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These in the 60s, when this building was built, the trucks was about 8 or 9 foot tall. Now they're closer to 10 and a half foot tall, getting wider. It's these doors are 10 foot doors. We raised 2 of them to be 10 and a half foot tall, and it's tight fit. You have to be very careful backing these trucks in.
So you've only got 2 bays you get the new trucks in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The other one has not been raised yet. It's still a 10 foot tall door, and we're probably going to have to raise it when our next truck comes in.
And when y'all expecting that next truck?
They've been ordered, so 2.5 years it should be here. The county, you know, they fund us with 2 engines. They fund every department has 2 engines that belong to the county fire commission. So They ordered 18 trucks to all come in about 2.5 years.
Remind people how y'all are funded.
We're funded by the Anderson County Fire Commission and by donations. This year we got our check we just got from the county was $43,000. That includes fuel allowance. That's for any maintenance. That's for turnout gear and a set of turnout gear, a pair of boots, pants, jacket, gloves, flash hood, and helmet is $3,800. So it don't take long to eat that money up. We get about $10,000 to $15,000 a year in donations. One or two people make up the most of that donation. The town gives us $1,000 a year to operate on. The county, the way you pay for fire protection is it's on a millage plan. So 1 mil is equal to about $4. So this year coming up, the millage for county fire is going to be a 7.8 mils. That's going to equal to around $31 on a $100,000 house. So if you living in a $200,000 house, you're paying $92 for fire protection. And the way that the fire service is made up, with fire districts being as close as they are, that helps the ISO rating, which in turn helps your insurance rating.
And now Pendleton is looking at building a new, expanding the town and having new housing and a new area and potentially putting the fire station over there, right? A new TIF district.
Yes, sir.
How would that help you guys to have a new station in a new area?
It's going to help us. The funding through the TIF district is how we're going to be able to get that fire department.
Are there other options if that doesn't work for you to put a new department somewhere here in town? Or?
School District 4 gave us some property at the town hall, and we had it drawn up where we could place a building on that property, and we wanted to put up a metal building back in 2019, and it was a big uproar. People didn't want a metal building up there. They didn't want the fire department there, and so that put a halt to our plans. At that time, we could have pretty well built the building that we was looking at for the money that we had. Brian White helped us get $500,000 in money from the state, and it's been sitting since 2019. And when the town got involved in trying to tell us what we're gonna have to do up there, the price tag just kept going up on the building. And so for what we could have built it for in 2019, it's doubled now.
So, but in this new area out there, y'all will still be close enough to be responsive to all the areas in your district, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now it's up to council and the town to decide how much they're gonna allot for, well, I guess totally, but also for the fire department out there. Is that correct?
That's correct. They got a plan to fund the TIF district with the growth in tax revenue that come in and the reappraisals this year. So they got a chance in the budget this year to fund the TIF district and get it started till it starts paying for itself. They got three plans. They had a $5 million plan, a $7.5 million plan, and a $10 million plan. And those bonds, the repayment on them, of course, they couldn't afford the $10 million. They can afford the $7.5 million, which would get us a fire department, but they're going to have to cut some things that they would like to have that's not really a necessity, but it's something they would like to do that is good stuff, but I don't think that it's as necessary as a fire department right now.
Do you feel like you're seeing support in the community for you guys to get this new station and get it moving?
Yes, sir. I think we're getting support, but the main thing is the community really don't know that we're not funded by the town already. Sir, we are trying to get the word out, and let them know that we're a totally volunteer organization, that we've been saving up money for several years, and it's just hard to save up money when your donations aren't but $10,000 to $15,000 a year.
And a new station will help maybe attract more volunteers. You feel like that's true?
That's correct, because at that time it'll be compliant. You'll have gender appropriate facilities, have showers, be a nicer facility with weight room, place that you can attract people to come hang out. And
how do your guys here feel about it? I mean, are they excited about the potential for a new station?
They are excited about a new station. They get excited, and then it's like they get a kick in the gut. So it seems like that we get a step farther and 2 steps backwards.
So are y'all encouraging citizens to come to the next meeting about the TIF thing and let their ideas be heard?
Yes, sir, we are. That'll be June the 6th. Will be the next council meeting, and that'll be the second reading of the budget. So it's very important that you let the town council know your opinions, so they can get this budget changed to accommodate. And
if citizens in Pendleton around here want to come see what y'all got going on and what y'all's needs are, can they set up a time to come?
Yes, sir. This is a public building, so anytime anybody wants to come look around, they welcome to. We can accommodate them. We can meet anybody up here and let them look around and see what we have in here and see the equipment we have. We have nice equipment here. We need a facility to house it. We have a couple of ways that you can donate. You can mail a check to us at our P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 708, Pendleton, South Carolina. We have a Venmo account and a PayPal account, and those are on our Facebook page. And go and like our Facebook page and follow us.